Richard Dreyfuss in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, he freaks his family out because he has mashed potatoes and he's obsessed with this image in his head and he can't figure out what it is. And of course, it's Devil's Mountain. It's where the aliens land ultimately. But he's making this little sculpture out of potatoes, out of mashed potatoes, and his kids think he's going bonkers, and he freaks out and so forth. So I've had a parallel obsession actually over several years, and I don't know what it is, but this thing about inversions, about sort of mirror images, about chirality, which I've posted about elsewhere for different applications. But I was thinking just very recently about Trump, and my suggestion with Trump is that if he really wants to have a boffo ending for his reality TV show, he's going to do and draw the biggest audience ever in all history. He's going to just turn into a good guy all of a sudden and pretend that him being an SOB and a horrible, megalomaniac, greedy liar, that's all a big act. He was going to be a big act to draw a crowd like a heel in a wrestling match, draw a big crowd, and now he's got all this power and money, and now he's going to turn good, and he's going to unilaterally disarm the United States and become just a generous Christian, expansive, loving engine of redemption and wealth distribution and so forth. So it's not going to happen, but I mean, that would be a buffalo ending if he wants some attention. Otherwise, he's going to wind up like Gaddafi. It's going to catch up with him. The numbers are bad. Everybody, a third of the country loves him. 2/3 of the country hates his guts. Well, 1/3 also hates his guts. 1/3 is in the middle. But it's not going to end well, and it usually doesn't. If you look at any of the cliched, hardwired into the human notion of ethics, these stories always end up the same way. Bad guy, and it doesn't, it's simplistic, but it's almost like, myth telling. Evil and greed and killing doesn't win out in the end. It's always love wins in the end, right? We have that somewhere in our hearts. So, it's just the other side of the coin. The reason the guy's so bad is because he's been denied love. The love is the key determinant. Trump wasn't loved enough by his mother, and now we got to all pay for it. We see that duplicated in offices and legislatures and armies everywhere in the world throughout history. So now, maybe we're growing up. Maybe the human race is growing up. We're going to turn to peace instead of plows, swords into plowshares. We're going to turn around. Here's the other flip that occurs to me is Trump has his hat in his hand. Oh, please, Xi Jinping, help us out. Well, maybe we'll lay off of Formosa, Taiwan. Please don't put a blockade. Oh, Mr. Xi Jinping, you want to do a Strait of Hormuz about rare earths? You want to put a chokehold on your narrow grasp and hold the rest of the world hostage that we can't do any computer stuff? We invented all that computer stuff. You 800 million Chinese turned from poverty to wealth. That's US dollars bought that. That's because you sold stuff to us. We're your best market, and now look how you treat us. I tell you what, we're going to put a blockade, and we're going to put a blockade on Taiwan until you guarantee that rare earth is distributed everywhere, that you knock off all the aggression, and once you play nice, we'll allow you to join the rest of the world in the capitalist marketing creation that we invented after World War II, that you benefited for, that you owe most of your wealth and success to. And if you want help in the computers, we'll help you out in the computers, but you don't steal our intellectual copyrighted goods and innovations. You're going to have to learn how to share it properly and obey yourself, because we're the scariest, biggest, baddest, and I'm the biggest, baddest, and so forth. So that's my cartoon. So discuss. let me see what you think of that.